Okay. Nice, nice. Said I go live 9 a.m., so I'm just talking already. I'm just talking already as a just in case to see if there's anybody who's listening, but um it said I'm going live 9. It's not 9 yet. Oh, don't do this to me. Oh gosh. Okay, it's 9 a.m. Okay. Just a second. I need this. Okay. And so I am going to be live reacting to, and I have not heard the album. I've only seen the teasers. I'm more excited for this album than I thought I would be. I didn't think that I would be that. I felt like the 4 years that it took to come out, just my hype completely died. But then when What Up RG announced the album dropping, I actually became a little bit excited. So yeah, that's where I am. I'm excited to hear this. Now hopefully the music's a little low. That's so I don't take away from RG and I don't get copyrighted or anything like that. So if you want to hear the music while watching this live stream, I suggest if you have a streaming service or something like that, playing the album while I'm playing it and pausing it when I pause it. Um so yeah, here's the album. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so either they haven't uploaded the data on Apple. That's that's messed up. It says track 1 track 3, track 4, track 5, track 6, track 7, track 8, track 9, track 10. What upper G, you need to get on top of this because I know for a fact. Glad I brought this. That's not the name of each song on this album. Hold on, I'm just getting the track list. I know it's here. It's on RG's Instagram page. There it is. Okay, that is the... Okay. Let's get started. Track 1. We are going to skip Praise and Kids, and we're going to let the beginning of Kids go and the end of Kids go. So I can see if there's any cool and smooth transitions, which is something I will end up judging in this album. As a score, a potential score, I'm thinking that hopefully this album will leave with an 8 out of 10, but I will not announce an official score yet because I'm planning to do a whole separate review video on New Hollywood, and when I do, that'll be its official score. Anyways, I don't want to give it now because the 4 years of hype was just, I don't know, leads to this moment. Okay, starting with track 1, they did not upload the data. I've been on a lonely island. I want the world in silence. Lift it on high, lift it and fire. I've been on a lonely island. I want the world in silence. Lift it on high, lift it and fire. I love those synths, baby. You can always count on those synths to make a song better.
Hello. Welcome to New Hollywood. You don't have to act here.
We don't pretend no more. We don't got minutes to spend no more. If we are so that makes a lot of sense with the at the end of track 1, which again, if you're just coming here, they didn't upload the data on Apple Music, so they don't have any of the titles. They just have track 1, track 3. I have the track list right here on What Up RG's Instagram. So on track 1, which is New, at the end it said, "Hi, welcome to New Hollywood. You don't have to pretend here." And now it makes sense why in Kids it opens saying, "We don't pretend no more." Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. That was a good first track. That was a nice intro into the album. It sets up its atmosphere very nicely. I'm just hoping that this album can keep that up. I'm going to skip to the end of Kids. I would like to hear transitions. Okay, no special transition. This is MySpace. Let's go.
a lot for me to get back on the grind again. Let me tell you about the demons I've been battling. When they go back to the trouble, man, I had to win. Turn the devil back down in my back. There's a lot for me to get back on the grind again. Let me tell you about the demons I've been battling. When they go back to the trouble, man, I had to win. Turn the devil back down in my back. I'm tatted on my neck instead of butter chain. Try to label me a sinner, but I'm still the same. I got family close to water, living day to day. And I sense a pocket living off the pocket change. So I put in work, trying to make it first. Put the family first, breaking family curse. Had to go through hell and back and see heaven on earth. It was brick by brick, got it out the dirt. I don't wanna post for the content. I've been ducking all the trends and the nonsense. Locked in, dealing with the past, trying to process regardless. Get it from the heart, for the heart. Till it's not for me to get back on the grind again. Let me tell you what the demons I've been battling.
That's a nice vibe. And I hear Not Clyde on this track. He's doing the ad libs. Which actually, I want to say that's something I've noticed with What Up RG. He will let other rappers do his ad libs. Last night, I was listening to it's technically an album on Apple Music, even though it's an EP. The EP Raw, and the first track, was it Freeze? Yeah, Freeze. Tadashi was doing the ad libs. I heard the voice and I was like, that's Tadashi. And then he screamed, and I was like, that's definitely Tadashi. So Tadashi was doing the ad libs on that track. And now Not Clyde is doing the ad libs. It could mean possibly he's going to do a verse, but I don't think so. We'll see. I do know that from What Up RG's Instagram, lots of people were in on this project. I mean, we got collaborations with 1K Few, 350, Aaron Cole, A Parker, Ace Harris, Aha Gazelle, Antiminio, Beam, Carvello, Cass, Caleb Cruz, Kilowatts, Caleb Mitchell, King's Kaleidoscope, Lecrae, No Big Deal, Not Clyde, Paris Chariz, Patrick Zay, Romar Jesse, Taylor Hill, Tadashi, Tommy Royale, Ty Brazel, and Young Sauce. Now, is every single one of those people going to premiere on this album? No. Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out. I don't think everybody who I just mentioned is going to be on this album, but I do think that there will be a portion of these people, a small portion, that will end up putting verses on this album. So all of that to say, Not Clyde is doing the ad libs, but he got a verse on Praise, so I don't think he's gonna get a verse here. But if he does, I'll be happily shocked. And Not Zim OS SoundCloud link. What you talking about? I don't see no message from you on Instagram. Okay, I'll be on the lookout for that. But let us continue. Okay. It's Few again. Woo! That was sick. That was incredible. That was an amazing, like, 10 second, like 20, no, not 10 seconds, 20 seconds of just like rapping and a beat switch. We got a beat switch, we got rapping. I mean, gosh. And okay, so not Clyde did not rap on the song, just like I said. He just did the ad libs. 1K Few rapped on it, but that was pretty good. The next track is called Human. That was really good. I'm gonna be listening to track 3, MySpace, a lot. Okay. Different vibe. It's like grunge or alternative. Very strange. Yeah. Are you guys liking this track so far? Can you hear it that well? I'm gonna be honest. This is the weakest point. This part is not bad, but the rest, eh. Yeah. I mean, it's just that it's not my vibe, and I'm kind of just sitting here waiting for the track to finish, because I honestly, I don't know. For me, so far, it's that New Hollywood has been like an album of futuristic music. And right now, it's not feeling very futuristic. This alternative sound, and by the way, alternative is like adult music mixed with, and by adult, I don't mean like bad content. I mean like rock or contemporary. So it's like alternative, but I don't know, that to me does not fit the vibe of the project. It's very futuristic. Just look at the album cover. He's floating. He's got one of those easy shades almost things on. It's not an easy shade, but it doesn't feel very futuristic. So I'm gonna have to say that right now, as of a minute and 50 seconds into this song, this is my least favorite song of the project so far. Okay, let's keep going with the song. Yeah. I'm honestly gonna skip. Okay. I wanted to see if something happens. That was a nice breakdown. Ooh, that's nice at the end. Now that's more like it.
Let me tell you how my life is like a cinema. Remember once I want to see all of my hidden flaws. Cause behind closed doors we all similar. And the late nights feeling like
That's better. I'm liking that, and that is Romar Jesse. So Romar Jesse got a verse in. So yeah, from rock to trap. That definitely improved this song. Right now, I would say that this song in the final score of the project would heavily detract from the album, but this part just saved the whole thing. And again, it also has to do with personal taste. I'm not a huge rock person, but at the same time, in the narrative of the album, I don't think a rock track fits. But the ending kind of just saved it.
couple shots in the dark, took it straight to the dawn. Just another long night here, feeling alone. Where you go when you're home, don't feel like home. Cause it feel like they killing innocents, but they had they separated kids for their kids. Cause they immigrants, white man can't stop the terrorists, young black man.
Yep.
With the kids in cages, border patrol got a hold on Haitians. Wanna be a legend, wanna be a preacher. Son of a hypocrite, couldn't be a leader. Could've been the next, like the next, like the king. Let me sight in my bed while I sleep on my dreams. The whole right side going left at the White House. Still rich kids in the shack doing that sound. Make me wanna meditate. Make me wanna meditate. Make me wanna heal the whole world with my second tape. Make me wanna.
Oh. Wow. Okay, that is something that What Upper G has addressed before in his music. The idea of dealing with suicidal tendencies. And the fact that he just said make me wanna, and then a gun loading shows up, that's just deep right there. So that track definitely improved at the end. Now seems to be a 30-second interlude called Floating. Let us go. If you'll play. There's a loop with voices. Yep. See, that kind of felt like filler. I'm sorry. This is Melatonin, by the way. $350 just ate that verse, yo.
I need ventilation. That's like I can't act right. I need meditation. I've been trying to balance out the love. I can never see to let you go.
I clicked pause. Stay paused. Okay. So we are 6 tracks into the album. We are almost finished with the sixth, which is Melatonin. And I think the best song that I've heard so far out of these 6 tracks is easily MySpace, which is also track 3. They need to update the info on Apple. But it's the one that is most memorable. 1K Few gave a really nice verse. The ad libs with Not Clyde, they stuck. And yeah, I would say that is my favorite. New is a great outro. Then we're gonna have to go to Melatonin, Floating, and I'm really not that big of a fan of Human. So Human right now is my least favorite track. And if you take Kids and Praise into account, those Praise is obviously the best. uh, Praise is such a good song. Do you think that they should have censored Praise? Because they did. They took out the words ho and damn. Do you think they should have done that? That's a question for chat. You think they should have censored Praise? I don't think so. I mean, I understand the reasoning for it, but why would you release it uncensored to then release it censored? That's my problem with it. If they had originally released it censored and they removed Jay Monty's verse, which that got me upset because if you don't know, they released Praise like last year on SoundCloud. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm finding myself more and more not minding it being censored, but at the same time missing like I'm rapping along with Foggy Raw's part and he goes like, "Damn, yeah, why would I receive it?" And I have to make sure to censor the damn so that I can fit with his rap. It's weird. So yeah, let's keep going. Melatonin's okay so far. 358 his verse. He did a really good job, but the song's okay so far.
Cuando empieza a salir el sol, para todo lo malo y respeto, dando el secreto, aquí debajo del sol. I need you tonight.
So quickly, this song was teased on What Up RG's Instagram. It was teased there, so I don't know. Expectations can be. It's 3 minutes and 19 seconds long. So yeah. Thank you, Nazim. Thank you. Let me see. Check this out. Yes. Yes, thank you. And you have, I don't know if you know this, but if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you will be kind of put into this drawing. Yes, thank you. And you can win some prizes once I hit 500 subs. So, yeah. And I'm at 312 or 313. So, hopefully in these next 3 months I can get 200 subs. And I'll get the community feature. Okay. But play. So this track was teased and I don't know if it's going to be as good as right now. I'd say that this whole album from here to track 7 is probably, I would say, good, bordering on great. But we need more evidence as to prove why it is great. And this track is Need You. Okay, let's just play it. Excuse me. Right now, the beat just went. I ain't got no stream. If you subbed, that's enough. That I can't thank you more than that, bro. Knock on a couple doors, I took the narrow path, they took another road. Sometimes I sit and think, but there's nowhere to go. I get anxiety, so I just sing a smoke, smoking the grass. I'm waiting on it all. I couldn't want too long to do everything I'm trying to hide. Too cold to ever really let go of a cry. I need you tonight. Solo quiero ir a donde tú estés. I wanna be in the light. Todo lo que fui yo no quiero ser. I wanna see you live your life. Quiero sentir el amanecer. I gotta be in the light. Porque me perdí en la noche entera. I need you tonight. Solo quiero ir a donde tú estés. I wanna be in the light. That was a really nice build up of just the different sounds in the song. There was a dum dum dum, and then you got, the drums and the electric guitar riffing on top of that. And all of that built up really, really, really nicely in the end. Along with the vocals, obviously. Ooh. This is Running. Track 8. Stuck in the twilight, it's been a long night. I started running from you. You said you love me, I keep on running. I can't find nothing outside of you. I'm running. Like it. Oh, lo-fi. Now that sounded really good. I regret pausing. But I wanted to mention again, this is why I think that the track 4 Human is my least favorite of the album because this track, the last one, the track before that, and the one before Human all went by the same rules of sounding somewhat futuristic. In the end, they either had a cacophony of sounds or they depended on these synths like Tripley's The End album. If you haven't seen or heard Tripley's album The End, um then you would know that that album has a futuristic sound to it. And so does this one. And this track is right now doing soft, soft synths and then building up. And I think right now it's just going to go crazy and do some like wild boost up the synth volume to 100. But that's again why I don't like Human, because out of everything, it's like when your teachers give you a test on English and they say, "Hey, there are these four words. Which one in these four words don't stick out?" If you had four words that were supposed to describe a futuristic sound and you had rock, you'd take rock out because rock sounds nothing like the future. Rock, in fact, sounds like something of the past. It reminds you the most of the 80s. Thank you a lot. So yeah, that's why I don't really like Human. Back on it, running. Right now it's okay. I'm gonna skip back so I can really feel that drop. Woo! Hey, that sounds like Travis Scott. This is me likey. Me likey a lot. Paris! Let's go! Yeah. Okay, we have my second favorite song of the album, Sober, track 9. Probably because it is very reminiscent of a Travis Scott song from Astro World. I'm wondering, no, it's not Wake Up. No, it's the one with Sway Lee, R.I.P. Screw. That's it. R.I.P. Screw. That's what it sounds like. I mean, Hold on. I got it in my library. You know what? I don't want to even play it. I don't want to risk copyright and YouTube shutting me down. But you can listen to it. I'll put the name of the song in chat. Literally listen to the first minute of that. Thank you. Seriously. Three subs from one account. I thank you very much. I need that. That's very I'm very grateful. But listen to that song by Travis Scott, just like the first minute, R.I.P. Screw, and then listen to Sober by What Up RG, and they're extremely similar, but I mean, I love it. So this right now is easily my second favorite song. It's got a lit beat. Paris gave an amazing verse. So let's continue this. It's catchy too. That's Beam. That's Beam. Easily second best, maybe the best track on New Hollywood. This is already okay. Very chill song. I would be liking this a lot more if it didn't follow the last track. The last one was so good. But I guess something's got to follow it. It does have nice vibes. Okay. Next up, we got Love You. Yeah. Yeah. Nice vibe. Yeah, definitely. This is something I would use in one of my own videos in the background. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing. But this is New Hollywood, so I'm really loving though how each track ends with, I don't know if you can hear the synths blaring right now. But that sound, I'm glad, because it really lends to the futuristic sound of each track. I do not recognize that voice, but I can only assume that it is What Up RG's girlfriend, I believe, Cassandra. Oh. Now I have to say that was the nicest transition of the album so far, from track 11 to track 12, which was Love You into 285. And it was a nice transition because the ending of the song had, I believe, RG's, I might be wrong, you can fact check me if you want, I believe it's What Up RG's girlfriend, Cassandra Cassandra, I don't know her name, but she was singing and then it ended and the other track began with the last piece of track 11, which was very, very nice. I like that. Best transition of the album goes to track 11 so far. We got 4 more tracks. Well, technically 5. So let's just go. That's Caleb Cruz. Minimalist track so far.
I wasn't meaning to bore you. I fought the demons before you. Treat it like a video game. Every level feeling the same. I'm working day to day to day to day to day. Keep me well, reaching out, stay. Reaching out, pray so hard. Reaching out, back so far. Why you gotta make me so hard? Lost inside my head.
Hey. Yeah.
Let it rain over me. Holding on so much weight. Let it go at your feet. Finally called last night. That was been a long time. Where you at? How you been? Picking up a lost
That beat. That's nice.
Told myself I wouldn't stop, but we've been here before. I need something with what it is. Couldn't quit on my own weakness. Let me drown in your love. I've been missing your touch. Keep my head up on your cloud when it gets dangerous. You don't really want to run when I'm feeling anxious. Gotta let go of the doubt in my impatience. I surrender to the ground and I'm still precious.
Wow. Those are deep lyrics. So this, I wouldn't say this is my favorite, but it's up there. This is Running 2. That's interesting. It's just an interlude. No, not. I'm mad. I don't like interludes. Interludes normally do not do anything for an album. They're filler normally. Oh. Okay. Scratch that. This interlude kind of was an outro for 285. But don't label as running to. No, sorry. Forgive me. Ooh. Just do it. Do it again. Give me another drum. I'm waiting. What's this one? Hey! That's a vibe. Yeah. That's definitely a vibe. Oh, goodness gracious. King's Kaleidoscope. Wow, I thought King's Kaleidoscope would be on production. I did not think we were gonna get an RG and King's Kaleidoscope collab, but we did. And Holve. Hey. Woo! That was a good one. Good morning. I'm sorry. I can't resist that. When I hear a sound like dum 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 like you just heard, I think of Kanye West's "Good Morning" every time that has that exact beginning. So I can't help it. Good morning. Ooh. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I just bought that album. Graduation was great, but that was a good one. That was Hollywood. This is Kids Again. We are on the final track. This is the last track for us because Praise is next. Let's go. Kids Again. So we've got Running and Running 2, which was Running 2 was technically a continuation of 285. It did not need to be. And now we have a sequel to Kids. Let's go. Play. This is what drives me nuts about my TV. Play. It's like Frozen. What the heck? Okay, there it is. Play. Ooh. And now we've reached Praise. Okay, and we all know what Praise sounds like. So, initial thoughts on the album. Secret of Kids. A sequel for kids. Not Secret of Kids. Sequel. Sorry. I saw that late. Um, Initial thoughts on the album. It has really, 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 really strong areas on it, but it also has some really weak areas. Definitely not a perfect album. I would say my initial score. Remember, this isn't the official score. My initial is just the first time after I hear anything, I immediately give it a score. Now, most of the times, my initial score is the area in which the final score ends up to be. You're not going to get too much different than my initial score. So, if I initially give something a 5, it might get a 4, or it might get a 6, but it's in that area. So, I'm thinking right now that my initial score, because Praise is a jam, Sober is a jam, Hollywood was amazing, Kids is okay, MySpace is great, and the one with Caleb Cruz, which one was that? That one was okay too. I think it was already. But you had decent tracks throughout. You really had no bad ones, except in my humble opinion, Human, which was the only track that honestly did not feel a part of the album. Praise feels more a part of the album than Human. And that says something because Praise feels like more like a celebration, an afterthought, the end credits. So I mean, it technically does belong on the album because end credits belong on a movie. By the way, if you're new, I always like to compare music or albums to movies because I'm a movie person. I love movies. I watch movies all the time. I want to be movie guy or this. I don't care. But yeah, so I always compare music to movies. And so Praise feels like the end credits, while Human feels like a deleted scene. It does not belong there. Yeah. So I would say there's one piece I didn't like, and other pieces. Thank you for that word. It gave me stuff to say. There are other pieces that did not match the quality of some of the songs on here. So it wasn't an extremely consistent project. Sonically, it was consistent. So all of this leads me to say my initial score. Remember, initial. This is not the final score. Who knows? Maybe out of the whim tomorrow I'll say this is a 10 out of 10 project or a 2 out of 10. Who knows? That's very unlikely, but who knows? But right now, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, which, if it was on my Instagram, I'll put it up as a post so you can see from now on. But when I give a score like that, 7 means good. If it was 7.5, it would mean good bordering on great, but I don't think it's bordering on great after this first listen. Maybe after other listens, I'll think it's bordering on great, but right now I think it's just good. It's a solid project, but 4 years of hype. I waited 4 stinking years for this album. 4. I needed it to do more than I mean, it was a decent album. There were great moments, but I needed this to actually, what that album cover shows, I needed it to lift me into the sky as I'm listening to it. And maybe there was one moment where that slightly happened, which was Hollywood, but it was not enough. So right now, 7. Most likely it'll change. Make sure to be here for my. I'm not going to do it live. I'll upload it in like 2-3 weeks, but I'm going to do a review of New Hollywood, a more in depth review, and give my official score. So make sure to be here for that. And Nazim, I'm gonna check out your production. I can't do it on live, but I'm gonna check it out, and I'll leave a comment saying what I think. Remember, I'm not a professional or anything. I just say what I think on music. So yeah, it's pretty decent. Um, Remember, there's two things I know. I know that Jesus is king, and I know that JT knows best. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching if you have. And yeah, let's stop this.